All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Recha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessing, salutation to the hopefully elects. It's Brother Heyzues with the Pittsburgh GMS camp coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Recha HaKodash. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I was watching the Elder Yashawama's video, and basically he was making a statement about, the spirit that you kind of get coming from Christianity, that you see in a lot of these Hebrew Israelites in these times. You got the Yah Blessalites, and you got all these, people that look at the camps, primarily they'll look at us GMS, and they'll say, they'll probably think in their minds that we're harsh, or we're, you might even got them going into that narrative of us being a hate group because, we keep it raw when it comes to the scriptures. We don't sugarcoat, all right? And we say things that are hard to deal with, but the scriptures, the true narrative of the scriptures can be hard to deal with, okay? And a big thing that you have is, as the elder was going into, is this love for the other nations, this bleeding heart for, particularly what you hear a lot of is the white man. What about how you gonna say the white man to eat, the white man to not Esau, the white man is Japhet? You get all this, this other stuff besides what the truth is concerning these heathens, okay? And the elder made a statement, and I can't reword it exactly. I was gonna do the lesson right when the iron was hot, but something happened, so forget what he exactly said that brought this thought up. But speaks about Christianity. He spoke about coming out of the Christian church and how it kind of gave him also that kind of a, I don't want to say softer, but you kind of do get this softer spirit, because Christianity teaches you. I've dealt with this guy, and I'll say Christianity teaches you this love, and I dealt with this guy before. I think he was an Israelite foreigner, and he looked like an Edomite, but he had swag. He cut hair. He had all the attributes. He loved the so-called black woman. He had all the attributes of being a Jake, but he was caught up in his Christianity. So, I was speaking with him, and Salaki from clearing my throat. And, I was just trying to, turn him on to the truth of the Bible. And, yeah, man, this is just one thing he just kept on saying, I love you, brother. And, Christianity teaches you that, no matter what, I love you, no matter who you are. And it kind of can put a demon on you of, well, what if, because the scriptures are stumbling blocks. And there's things in the scripture, the Gentile, thing is a big deal, because you got these people that say the Gentiles are every other nation, besides the Jews. But we understand that Israelites can be in a Gentile state of mind and can be considered heathen when they break the law, statutes, and commandments, and can be treated as such. They'll be treated as heathen. So, people, I perceive, get into this what if the heathen really is? What if they really is talking about the other nations, and God really would be mad at me if I didn't love Esau? But if you really look at the precepts, if you really look at what was promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, rulership was promised to Jacob. Okay, the bowing down of his brethren unto him was promised to Jacob. That wasn't promised to Esau. So those people who get caught up in this, I can't accept that the heathen will be slaves, or as the elder put it, they kind of ease up on the true narrative of the scriptures. Basically, like the scriptures say, they trim their way to seek love. You got people that do that, thinking that that's going to get them some type of brownie points when Esau comes down, which it ain't. Esau don't care. Okay? As the scripture said, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but steady spoiling them that fear the Lord. So whether you fear the Lord in a softer manner, and you tell Esau that you love him, and you try to hug the snake's still gonna bite your dumb ass. So go ahead, okay? The scriptures say, who shall pity a charmer that's bitten of a serpent? We're not gonna pity you, because we told you. I believe that's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, where it says, never trust thine enemy, starting at verse 11. For like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Okay, you're never supposed to trust Esau. All right, but you got Jakes that, regardless of the fact that we need salvation as a nation, they run to save Esau. As soon as we get to speaking about the rulership that we're going to be in, as soon as we speak about the vengeance that the Lord is going to portray, on these other nations, everybody gets, well, what about the other? Well, what about this? And as the elder, not the Zagba was going into, you got these Christians that are trying so hard to find. What they do is they'll find one heathen they got mercy in the scriptures, and then they'll give up the whole truth of it being a Hebrew Israelite, because, well, I don't know, Rahab got mercy, so the heathen can be in rulership. No, the heathen are not gonna be in rulership. Not the heathen that are actually of the other nations. It doesn't make sense. Okay? The Lord set up nations at a time to rule during their proper times. And the Lord is equal and fair, man, and righteous. And once again, like I said, that was promised to have his brethren bow down unto him. That was promised to Jacob. Nobody else got that promise. Okay? Esau's got the fatness of the earth right now, but it didn't come with the rulership. Okay? And these other nations is not, as it tells you in the book of Daniel, chapter 12, okay, the kingdom shall not be left to another people. All right? Once the kingdom of Israel is established, no other nation is going to rule on the planet Earth. So you just got to get that out your mind, man. There's so many narratives of 12 men grabbing the skirt of him that is a Jew and and saying, teach us of your God's ways. So after 1,000-year period of captivity, where they get the harsh judgment, okay, for what they did to the Hebrew Israelites, they're gonna get their revenge, their comeuppance, so to speak, the revenge, and then there'll be a moment where we, take the foot off the gas. As long as you learn the law, statutes, and commandments, you ain't got to get beat no more. Okay? Hell, we was beaten into serving their gods. There are many different gods, and we're still affected by that today. So rightfully so, they will be beaten into submission. And that's just the narrative that's in the Bible. But you got these so-called Christians, they got a problem with that. Okay? Well, hey, there's a statement I want to make when I first thought about this lesson. Christianity makes you nice to a fault. And what does that mean? There's a such thing as having a quality that's so, so overtaking of your personality that it becomes a negativity. You can be generous to a fault. You can be so generous that you don't have a balance when to stop giving. You give everything you got because you generous, and look how generous I am. Yeah, but you ain't wise. You wasn't wise with the generosity. Okay? Now, there's that scripture where in that situation where the lady didn't have much and she gave all that she had, the last that she had to Yahweh Shai, and it was considered a great sacrifice. So don't take that out of context. But what I mean is you can sit up here giving everything you got to every homeless person you see, then you get home and you ain't got nothing to eat. Nothing. You broke. Meanwhile, that homeless person gonna gonna go drink his 40, smoke his whatever he's smoking, and you thinking to yourself, "Oh, I did a good thing today." The Lord didn't look at that sacrifice to that homeless crackhead. You know what I'm saying? Now you praying, "Lord, give me some food." Lord gonna be like, "I gave you some food. Did I tell you to get that Newport smoking ass nigga your last?" Did you? The scripture says, "No to whom thou doest good." Okay, but the point I'm making is, like I said, you so nice. You so nice that you nice to a fault. You want to give away your kingdom that the Lord promised to the Israelites to be nice. Well, to be nice, just in case. But the scriptures say their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men. Okay, and you have that where a lot of people still get their fear of the Lord from Christianity. Don't be cussing, brother. You use a cuss word. The Lord ain't gonna bless you because you said the F word. Where it said that in the Bible that if I use a harsh language, that the Lord is gonna condemn me? You got Israelites still preaching about hell. Hell don't exist, but you got Israelites preaching that hell is a thing. Why? Because there's something that they learned from the Christian church. So these things do have an impact on people's minds. And that super nice, you can almost call it a nice demon. It's something that the people learn. But when you go into that definition of that word nice, it actually goes back to being stupid, if I'm not mistaken. Something the elders brought out. Let's see if I can find that real quick. That word nice actually means stupid. And, there's a reason they say nice guys finish last. Sometimes we're going to take the low. Don't get me wrong. Nice, adjective, foolish, ignorant, senseless, careless, weak, simple, silly, foolish. I'm skipping some of them. Ignorant, unaware, not knowing. You see? So that's the true understanding of the etymology. Niceness, folly, foolish behavior. You see? So it's not really wise to be so nice that you you see what I'm saying? You nice yourself out of a kingdom. Oh yeah, I know that. And a lot of that soft, weak ass shit, like I said, it goes back to this Christianity spirit. You so scared to execute a biblical principle or to feel a biblical emotion, which is what? The desiring of the kingdom of Israel to be set back up, the rulership to be set in place, the revenge to happen. Okay, you act like you don't have moments where you get tired of having the white man's foot up your ass, but then you've been taught so much to be timid and soft that you quench that desire. Oh, Christians, the white meat Jesus will have me love everybody. So let me stop. No, man. It's a biblical principle. As the scripture says, it's a righteous thing with the Most High to render recompense unto them that trouble you. Okay? So that's a righteous thing with the Lord. He's going to render recompense unto our enemies. Okay? Those that have troubled us. Who ain't troubled us, man? Who haven't troubled us on the earth? So if that means putting the whole earth in subjection, why are you against it? As the elder said, okay, these people got their rulership. It tells you that in the Apocrypha. As Esdras was speaking to the Most High, he said, well, Lord, look, of Adam come we all, including the people, the chosen ones, the ones you have chosen. But if the world be made for our sakes, why don't we have an inheritance with these heathen? And the same thing can be said in this time. When I look and see the heathen around, they got Chinatown. They got, these little different sectors where they conduct their business. They're thriving. 3, 4, in the city I'm in, there's at least 2 popular. There's more than 2, but there's at least 2 popular Asian markets that I know of. But like I said, there's more than that. You know, there's several Asian markets. But where's the Israelite market? Where's the market where we can go and buy Israelite related things? You know? Where is that? You got to go to a halal market, which is an Arab thing. You got to deal with the fact that they sell shrimp there. They'll sell you some shrimp there because that's not haram to them. That's not illegal to them. You see? So we're still in this situation where we need salvation. The heathen don't need salvation. Now, don't get me wrong, they will need it. They will need someone to be able to, save them, so to speak, from a destruction of the planet. But notice how I said they will need it. Even that being said, all of them won't necessarily, but if Esau had it his way, we saw the Georgia Guidestones, and that's kind of indiscriminate. He'll reach that goal no matter what. But the point I'm making is Israelites for hundreds of years have been needing of salvation. Okay? So we ain't worried about you heathens that have enjoyed your rulership for a season. Okay? Enjoyed your position of comfortability right along with Esau. We concerned about the elect. We ain't even worried about 2/3. 2/3 ain't gonna make it. All right? So I just want to do a quick response to that. You got that soft spirit floating around, and it really is an effeminate, womanly spirit basically that gets taught through Christianity, man. Soft ass Christianity. It teaches you love everybody. That's the corner scripture. The cornerstone scripture of Christianity is, for God so loved the world. Okay, but when you start reading the scriptures, you understand that there's the world of the elect. There's different definitions of that word world when you go into the Greek, man. And that word world right there is the cosmos, which means a certain group. And ultimately it represents the elect, man. So anyway, that's the end of the lesson. Shalom.